Here are 5 reasons why you should wake up early, especially after you have kids. So let me just start by saying that I never used to be a morning person. I used to be able to just get up, roll out of bed, have a shower, head to work, and I didn't think twice about it. Didn't bother me. I didn't need hours of time to myself because I had the rest of the time to myself, like the morning. No one was depending on me in the morning, so I just had to get myself out the door. However, after you have kids, you have what they call a dependent, right? Why are they called dependents? Because they depend on you for everything, and they're always there. It's just their babies and their kids. They're there. And it was a bit of a rude awakening after, especially like the first time, the first kid. But I realized quickly that I very much valued time to myself. And while it was unrealistic for me to like have a babysitter or anything like that, like I didn't live particularly near family at the time, and when they're little, you don't want to leave them with anybody. So I found a good routine. I was really fortunate that my first slept through the night, or at least like a big chunk of the night, like 5 hours or so, fairly early. So I was able to somewhat predict when he was going to wake up in the mornings, and I would wake up earlier than that so that I could have time to have a coffee, or honestly, it was mostly time to drink my coffee in peace so I could actually drink it when it was hot and just enjoy the silence that was about to get, interrupted. It wasn't, by no means was it a morning routine or anything. It was just a little bit of time that I had to myself to just sit and not really think about anything. It was nice. So that's when I kind of started to value my alone time and morning time. However, when I went back to work, I still had, things were a little bit busier because I had to get them ready to go to daycare and all that, and I had to leave like super early in the morning. So I used to get up even earlier so I could just have that little bit of time to relax before the real hustle and bustle started of getting myself ready, getting him ready, and getting out the door in a short amount of time. So yeah, so I really valued my mornings and my quiet time in the mornings, like right after I had my first kid. So now I have written down why you should have a morning routine, or not have a morning routine, but wake up early. How it can improve your life just waking up early, especially if you have kids. So number 1 I have on here, time to yourself. As I just mentioned, time to yourself is so fleeting when you have a kid, especially little ones that require all of your attention. They don't care about anything but themselves. They're kids. That's what they do. And just taking even just a few minutes, like I did, to have a cup of coffee, or at least get it started before your little one's awake, is just so invaluable. It's a nice time to sit and breathe, and then you're not starting the day rushed, right? You're good to go. Number 2, uninterrupted morning routine. So once I developed a morning routine, I started waking up earlier because it took longer to get my day started. So I just woke up earlier. And this was after like my kids were a little bit older. I started a morning routine, so there was less chance of them waking up. But you know what? They'll still wake up early at like 5 a.m. I have a 6-year-old, almost 7, who did it this morning, woke up at 5 a.m. And that's going to happens quite often actually, but at least if you can get a little bit of time to start your morning routine before you're interrupted, I just find it sets the tone for the day a little bit nicer. Like you're not as rushed, and it's just a nice way to start your day. And number 3, if you can swing it, try to get out for an early morning, like sunrise walk. I love them, and I don't get out for them very often. I'll admit I don't live in a very good area for like early morning walks without fear of getting hit by a car, because where I live is with my parents, and it used to be like not a busy street, but now it's a super busy area and a busy street. And even though it's out in the sticks, it's a very busy road. and I value my life over sunrise walks. But I have walked dogs early in the morning, like 6 a.m. down by the beach. And oh, there's nothing like it. It is so peaceful, just down by the water with the sun rising, beautiful colors in the sky, just gorgeous. I mean, it's not always feasible, but if you can swing it, or if you can walk around your yard, and the morning, I don't know, there's something about the morning that's just peaceful and like calming. So try that if you can swing it. Yeah, your exercise. If you wake up early in the morning, you can get your exercise done and out of the way. Then you don't have to think about it anymore. I know almost 10 out of 10 times if I say I'm going to do it later, exercise, it won't happen. It just won't happen. By the end of the day, I'm tired, I am spent, and I want to go to bed. I don't want to throw on an exercise video or anything like that. It's probably not going to happen. But when I exercise in the morning, I feel good. I feel accomplished, like I did something, and it really helps you eat better, like helps me make smarter choices throughout the day if I get a good exercise in the morning. And just, I don't know, I feel like I actually accomplished something, and you feel good, and you got the adrenaline pumping, and you're ready to start your day. So at least for me, exercise in the morning is quite nice. And productivity. Number 5, productivity. I am so much more productive in the morning. It's not even funny. Like I said, by the end of the day, I am spent. I'm done. Even when I plan on doing like my course notes in the afternoon, it is not done nearly as well, or I'm not concentrating as hard on it as I am in the morning. Like when it's the morning and you have that time to yourself and you're just going through your morning routine, doing what you do, I just find that you're much more productive, or at least I am. And I like to get the things done that are important, get the important tasks done in the morning, and then for the rest of the day, if it goes haywire, at least you did the important things, and then they're done. You don't have to think about them, like, oh, because I know like days have a way of getting away, or things happen, and all you're thinking of is like, oh, I didn't do, X, Y, and Z. Like, oh no, when am I going to fit that in? When am I going to have time to do it? And it just stresses you out. But if you've done it in the morning, if it's something you can accomplish in the morning and you have finished it, then if the day goes haywire, you're like, oh, at least I did, X, Y, Z. I'm glad. And, it makes the day a little bit better, even if it might be crappy. At least you did what you wanted to get done, the important things. So there you have it. That is 5 reasons why you should wake up in the morning early, especially if you have kids. So if you like this video, consider giving it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.